Is it okay now? Okay. From today's presentation, I will share my experience and my observation at my internship place. It's called Left Band Leads. And today's outline, I will start from the history of left band leads, and also my role, and also who are the people there, who are the staffs, and who are the audience, and also how they run this place, what is their relationships, and finally, I will provide some observation and do a conclusion with aims and value of this art organization. So this is the St. Margaret's Church. It was a church from 1909, and it served to this community in Headingley and Burley. So you can see the appearance just built from bricks is a little bit different from other churches. And because this community's building are all built from bricks. And the location just working around 20 minutes from my home, and also working around 20 minutes from Parkinson to Left Band Leads. And this is the multidisciplinary place. So you can see it promotes creativity, connections, and well-being through a wide range of events. And this is a non-profit art organization. And this is for public. It also, as well as the church period, it serves for the community. And it is in the middle of this community. And it was empty in 1995. And in 2002, there was a charity bought this place and regenerated into an art organization. So you can see so many events here. For example, from the left side is the art exhibition, and then food festival, markets, and they also provide for people to take in photos there, to hire this place to people. And it was a skateboard park, and also for weddings, theater, and movies. So what's my role there? Let's start from why I'm here. Because one day I received a message from my seniors. She ever worked in this place, and she really recommended me to be a volunteer here. So I just be 3 times a volunteer, and the first time I just asked one of the staffs if there any opportunity to make me to be an intern there. So she just asked me, yeah, you just send me your resume, and what is your contribution to us? I just think I love painting, especially in Chinese painting and calligraphy. And they just say, maybe you can do a workshop here to teach people how to write the calligraphy. So after 2 weeks, I got the offer, and I have 3 roles in the internship. At the beginning, I'm a flyer sending boy. I need to send the flyers from Headingley, and also in the city center, and also in this dock. There are so many places I need to send. And because the staffs there have my Instagram, so they can see my photos in my Instagram. They help me. I can use my style to take some photos for Left Band Leads. And finally, I just be the workshop director. So this is the process to be the workshop director and do the workshop. I start from the project planning and also have several meetings with the staffs. And I just start to find the partners because I only have 3 weeks to do this workshop. If only me, I cannot do this. I cannot handle all the workshop. So I just found 2 of my friends to plan these projects, and then just to marketing and then workshop. So Emily helped me to take the videos, and Echo and Curry helped me to design the lesson plans in order to make people easier to learn, to gain more achievement and interests. And I know this purpose of the workshop is to attract more people to share this place, Left Band Leads, to more people, and just to enhance its value. So we use a lot of social medias, many marketing ways like social medias. especially on the Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And we posted some posters, and I demonstrate the calligraphy in the cinema event. So I just changed the audience's English name into Chinese character. For example, this Anna into Chinese character. So people can bring it home and share to their friends, and it can enhance their interest to join our workshop at the end of April. And I also create an image of this workshop because our theme is Dragon Ball Festival. So this is the video for marketing, around 1 minute. And the purpose of this video just to let people know about the contents of the workshop and what will they receive. We will teach people how to use the inkstone and inkstick and how to fold the paper in order to write the calligraphy easier. And also teach them the meaning of the stamp. That's the name of the creator. And this Dragon Ball Festival's image. And I just put the left band leads in the middle to make people more directly to understand what it happened in here. And also, when they are writing the calligraphy, they can join the Chinese team as well. Okay, so this is the day of calligraphy workshop. There are 17 people join our workshop, and the tickets are sold out. And they are really enjoy this workshop is because this is the first time they paint something with different cultures materials. Okay, so who are the people there? This is the structure of the team. And it organized from 2 directors, 1 events manager, 1 fundraising manager, and 1 building manager. And the directors need to know how to do the entertainment programming, operational development, how to do the advertisement, and how to develop their audience. And the events manager need to know how to handle the wedding, events, and private booking. And fundraising manager is also really important because this is a non-profit organization, and they are sponsored from different kinds of sponsors or corporations, governments, or community. So fundraising manager need to have much more relationships in order to help to sustain this place. And finally, is building manager. Steve has so many experience in working in church, so he knows how to handle all the equipment in different kinds of events. And the outside circle is organized from trustees, freelancers, interns, and volunteers. And from my point of view, the trustees just the people who are really interested in this place since they were children, and they know a lot of stories and history of this place, and they really like to share this to people. And freelancers, for example, my supervisor at this place, she is the designer. She's really good at creating some patterns in order to decorate the house. But she also know how to do the marketing. So she just come to Left Band Leads on Wednesday and Thursday only. And Left Band Leads need a lot of volunteers in different kinds of events. So I found that there is not obvious hierarchy in this place because I can talk with the boss friendly, easily, and they can understand me and support me whatever I need. So I think leaders lead across networks rather than down hierarchies. And the most important thing is persuasion, compromise, and focusing energy. So who are the audience? Refer to this workshop, the main ages of the people are from 45 to 64. But it's because this workshop is held in the weekdays on the Wednesday morning. And for example, today's beer festival, it will be more younger people to join us from 35 to 64 or even younger. So after the workshop, I did an interview with people and also do the questionnaire online. I provide them the participant information sheet to introduce my research project and also provide them the individual statement of informed consent to let them sign if I can record the interview conversation in my research project. And also they did the questionnaires online and we asked some questions about their satisfaction and some feedbacks and advices. And most of the advices are good, but only some of the questions just about the time need to be longer because in this workshop, painters need to spend a lot of time and to enjoy, to relax. They think the time limited cannot let them feel relaxed. So how the organization run this place? There are so many founders, and as everybody knows, the Arts Council England and this City Council is the most important role for left band leads. And this map is the flyer sending location, as I am a flyer sending boy. And I just start from the Headingley, Leith City Center, and Leithstock. And these are organizations. These stores are bars, restaurants, galleries, and other cultural sectors. And in my opinion, it's because this place is non-profit, so they can have more friends without benefit things. So they can have more interaction with each others in this city. And other income, for example, the first one, they need to get the money from donation. And as the Left Band Leads website said, to run Left Band Leads a day, need to spend around £243. So there is the option for donators. And they also receive money from bars. When people join the events, before and after, people will buy some drinks. And hire is the most important thing for Left Band Leads because wedding for one day around £1,000 to £2,000. So it's a huge income. And also the tickets. For example, today's beer festival per person around £7.5 and with a beer. Okay. So they also try to recruit talents, not only the artists but also the freelancers to help Left Band Leads to run this art organization. For example, this project, they provide these artists £1,500 to design a pictorial historic timeline. And the tickets and services is the most important thing. And like this example, for our workshop, people only buy tickets for the materials without teaching fee. It's free to teach. So they only pay for £10 to buy a brush, inkstone, and inkstick and papers. So it's really cheap and just can attract more people to join this place. So my observation and conclusion is I think Left Band Leads just like a farm, and the steps just like farmers, and the plants just like the events they created, and the seed of plants just like sponsors. Sponsors grow up, give more money to grow up these plants, and farmers just keep growing to make more events interact with other cultural organizations. So the only one target people would like to work here is to encourage more people to share in this regenerated heritage and to sustain the place. And there are 4 points: to foster social interactions, to promote cultural and arts, and also to support artists, and collaborate with other art organizations, and to get great art and culture to everyone by championing, developing, and investing in artistic cultural experience that enrich people's their life. So this public image, because I cannot find so many magazines offline. So magazines are on the websites and also from their websites. And other magazines just try to promote this place and make more people know. And one of the reasons to promote is because the people across this building, they don't dare enter it because they don't know what is that. But when you enter it, it's so spacious and beautiful inside it. So they need to use photos to promote this place to attract more people to join them. And you can buy events tickets directly on their website and other tickets websites. So the organizational culture and regulation and happiness is working with great people. And my experience is they really trust everyone to do their work. So just like friends conversation and interaction, and they just try to understand what's your needs, and they really like to support each other. For example, the first time I entered the left band leads, and before I introduce myself, everyone know I'm Kai because they have the meeting, and they know there is a man who will do the workshop here. So everyone knows each other's works and willing to help to each other. This is one of the culture and regulation in this or our organization. And they're really optimistic to the thing they are doing and making decision by particular role. Just for example, the budget is limited and I have no money to do this workshop actually, but they just try to find the sponsors or just try to help me to print some lesson plans to reduce my cost. And so trustworthiness can allow people to act efficiently in this group is the thing I found in this art organization. And because this art organization is non-profit, so before I enter this and do the intern, I just try to think, can they earn enough money? And actually, free products and services will entice a sufficient number of consumers to purchase higher-end goods and specialized services. So they are selling the services, they are not selling the products. So finally, there is nothing so practical as a good theory. So just like teamwork, if I cannot be the intern here, I don't know how to interact with people in our organization and do the marketing to attract people to join these events and to meet so many talents in this world. So thank you very much.